May I come in, sir?
Yeah, please come in.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Harshit. Please take a seat and introduce yourself to the board.
Sir, my name is HARSHIT JAIN. I have been born and brought up in Shivpuri district of Madhya Pradesh. I have completed my basic schooling till class 12th from Shivpuri, and I have done Bachelor's in Science from Mahatma Gandhi Chitrakoot Gramodaya Vishwavidyalaya via open and distance learning mode. My hobbies are playing badminton, cooking, as well as playing Congo.
Excellent. You at a very young age you've managed to get in, to this stage.
Thank you, sir.
And that too from only with a graduate degree. It's excellent. No experience. Fabulous. Now tell me, which newspapers do you read?
Sir, Indian Express and Times of India.
What are the main news today?
Sir, recently Law Commission has come up with a report on simultaneous elections. It has said that certain constitutional amendments and chapters need to be added in the constitution, such as provision of interim unity government to set up a government.
Are you sure that they have come up with a report, or this is only a source input? This is what they are going to say. Have they come up with a report?
Sir, some provisions of the report are like this only.
No, they have not come out with a report yet. They are going to make a presentation to President Kovind's, committee.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's only a source information, which somebody is telling that this is what they will propose. What are they What are they likely to propose?
So they are
first they will present before the presidential ex-president's commission, then they will go for the vote. So what is the
key findings, or what they are
likely to say? What is the issue on which they are likely to recommend actions?
Sir, following recommendation that are likely to come from the report are they have recommended the provision of the formation of unity government if the government falls back before its 5-year tenure. Secondly, they have recommended the provision of common electoral roll. Currently, the panchayats as well as municipal elections electoral rolls are prepared separately from the electoral rolls that are created for state legislative assembly and Lok Sabha elections.
In your first recommendation, what is the alternate they have provided? They are thinking of. Supposing a unity government can't be formed.
Sir, I would have to read on that.
Okay. So what is the main issue? You see, earlier on, till the late 60s, there used to be only one election for the assemblies as well as the parliament. Now, slowly it degenerated into this separate elections for assemblies. Why did it degenerate, number one, into this separate election system? And what are the now objections of the various interested parties, various stakeholders in a simultaneous election? What are the objections?
So there are various benefits that have given by the government.
No, first question, my question was, earlier they used to happen simultaneously. Why did they degenerate into this system? Number one. Second, is there a resistance to this idea of one nation, one election?
Sir, I am not aware of the historical perspective of simultaneous elections in case of
India. It's very
simple.
Earlier, the state governments never used to be dismissed. They were allowed to continue their full term. Then politics took the upper hand and they started dismissing state governments. Horse trading began of MLAs. So state governments could not complete the full term, so they had to have re-elections. Now, is this a main objection? Re-election of state governments to a one nation, one election.
Sir,
if the state government keeps on falling, then how can you keep up the one nation, one election system?
Sir, can you please repeat?
You see, a system पहले exist करता था, one nation, one election, which degenerated because the state assemblies governments kept on falling. They could not hold elections at the same time. So now, if the same thing starts happening again, what will they do?
Sir, they have come up with the provision of several provisions.
Yeah, what are those provisions? एक तो आपने बताया अभी.
Sir, constructive vote of confidence.
नहीं, आप you've not thought about it. Think about it. Okay.
Yes. Sir, I cannot comprehend. Sir, the positive implications are like that it will make the customary laws of different religions in sync with the constitutional ideals of gender justice, and it has been hailed as a Sir, by repealing such type of personal laws and making it in sync with the Special Marriage Act, that what they So sir, it will help in realizing the ideals of gender justice, and it will also lead to prevalence of constitutional morality over customary morality. Sir, negatives are like that religious minorities have flagged the concern that it is encroaching the domain, their religious freedom, which is guaranteed under Article 25. So it is more in urban areas as compared to rural areas. So these are civic as well as moral obligations that are to be performed or obligated on the citizens that they have to follow, and they have been provided in Article 15(1)(a) of the Sir, 13. Sir, I am not aware that it is 12 or 13. Sir, infrastructure sector. Sir, governmentally is currently undertaking reforms. Sir, I will like to focus on the logistic policies of different states that is being adopted by the different states. Sir, secondly, in the social sector, particularly relating to female labor force participation rate. Particularly in respect of female labor force participation. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So truly that Paytm has been the most successful financial startup of India, and it is currently facing certain issues due to which RBI has come up with the sanctions on Paytm. The RBI has come up with the order that Paytm Payment Bank should suspend all its core operations and fulfill all the compliance requirements that are required in the financial laws. Sir, as far as the future of fintech sector is concerned, sir, I think it is going to grow, and as the government is heavily focusing upon increasing the penetration of online banks as well as financial inclusion. So sir, fintech companies will surely help in achieving this drive of government, as it is not commercially feasible, as several banks have raised the concern that it is not commercially feasible for them to establish the brick and mortar infrastructure in rural areas. People can use the Paytm. There are concerns with the Paytm payment bank, which accepts deposits from the people. Sir, 8%, 8 to 10. Sir, firstly, sir, it will make our intent clear of becoming a developed economy by 2047. And sir, we should be optimistic about the Indian economy, as Indian economy has been one of the fastest growing economies in the world. So India can definitely achieve, sir, the rate of 8 to 9% in the upcoming years. So liberalize remittance up to 25 lakh. Then I'll have to check that. Sir, students are being studying in abroad, so for that purpose. Sir, tourism. Sir, I am not aware of the nitty-gritty. Sir, Madhya Pradesh has been lagging in its industrial sector. Sir, following steps that can be taken to increase industrial development in the state. Firstly, sir, connectivity. Madhya Pradesh has to focus on establishing connectivity between different regions of Madhya Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh has already started making efforts in this direction. Recently, it has come up with Chambal Progress Way. Secondly, sir, Madhya Pradesh is organizing on a biennial basis its Global Investor Summit. However, sir, I think that for this Global Investor Summit to become a multi-dimensional summit, it needs to be advertised with the help of travel influencers and social media influencers, like what Gujarat government had recently done in its Vibrant Gujarat Summit. Thirdly, sir, Madhya Pradesh need to display the Madhya Pradesh need to display the potential of forest-based industries, agro-based industries in Madhya Pradesh, because Madhya Pradesh has the largest forest cover in India. And fourthly, sir, it is to invest in skill development.
All right, just as tabla has tal, kaharwa, dadra, etc., what are these rhythms in Congo? Are there some typical rhythms in Congo?
Sir, same rhythms are there in Congo, like Keherwa.
You can play kaharwa?
Yes,
and the
sir.
bowls are also the same?
Sir, I am not aware about the bowls that
What
are
is the
played
bowl
on Congo.
in Congo for kaharwa?
Sir, I have done it through 1, 2, 3 like that.
So kaharwa has how many counts?
So that I would have.
Age nati nak thin, 8 counts.
Yes, sir.
Congo has the same 8 counts
Congo.
on the for Kaharwa.
Sir, I have not played since long time, so.
Oh, but your tab says you have played Congo.
Yes, sir. Sir, post my mains preparation, I have not been able to
Okay,
get time
all right.
to Congo.
I'm going to ask some technical questions to you. How many elements are there in the periodic table?
Sir, I would have to see the exact
If I
numbers.
say there are 118, why is it called that periodic table is complete now?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware about it.
Because there are no gaps anymore. All elements up to 118 have been found. How many of these are available in physical form on Earth?
Sir, I am not aware about that.
92. Okay. What is the rule of divisibility for number 8? If a number is given, to find whether this number is divisible by 8 or not, what is the rule?
Sir, I am not able to recall it.
Okay. Tell me the longest word you can spell. You've been spell B.
Accomplishment?
That is very small. What is the longest word in English dictionary? Or how many words does it have, even if you don't know the word?
Sir, I am not aware about it.
42. I think 42.
Yes.
Okay. Who is Lucy in anthropology?
Sir, Lucy is a Australopithecus fossil that was found in Africa.
And what is its significance?
Sir, I would have to look into it.
It confirmed that humans were first bipedal, then their brains started improving. Who is Anmol in badminton?
Sir, I am not aware
She
about
was in
it.
news recently.
Sir, I would have to look into that.
With respect to Madhya Pradesh, you're from Madhya Pradesh, sir.
Yes.
So there are talks about double engine supply has speeded up in Madhya Pradesh. How will this benefit if both the parties at the center, same party at the center of the state? Isn't it like a discrimination with respect to non-BJP states?
Sir, it is a goal set by the current ruling party in center as well as Madhya Pradesh, wherein they will be having the same party at the center as well as states. Sir, it leads to synergy between both the governments if they are having a same party. However, sir, it may seem to be discriminatory for the other parties that are there in Madhya Pradesh.
So you mean to say that it is discriminatory because the fund allocation is discriminatory?
Sir, as far as fund allocation is concerned, sir, you are talking about Karnataka and Kerala with respect to fund allocation.
What do you understand by the word double engine circle? Is it related to extra funds that are given, or is it related to ideological and cooperation between central and state? What exactly is talking?
So it refers to the same political party at the center as well as in that state, wherein they can cooperate in a much better manner if the same party is there, because ideological proximity is there.
So will it have any impact on the funds allocation between central and the state?
Sir, I don't think so. Sir, funds allocation is recommended by the Finance Commission that is set up under Article 280, and it follows a particular set of criteria to recommend funds to various state governments.
What's the criteria?
Sir, it takes several criteria into account, like income distance, population, tax related to tax only. Forest and ecology. Fifth, population. So I can think of these criteria.
Okay. So, can you name certain important recommendations or important conclusions that you got with Madhya Pradesh budget in the recent years?
Madhya Pradesh budget. Sir, I would have to read the key findings.
Indian budget, government interim budget.
Sir, I would have to read on the interim budget. Yes.
Any talk about public debt? Debt to GDP ratio, any idea?
Sir, it's around 80%.
So, what is debt to tax revenue receipts ratio?
Tax to revenue ratio.
Debt.
11%.
So, fine. So, with respect to public debt, there are many other countries which are also in use. Can you name some?
Sir, Japan, whose public debt is around 230% of its GDP. USA, its public debt has also crossed 100% of its GDP. And Pakistan is also there.
So, is US debt more manageable or Indian debt more manageable?
Sir, I think it depends upon the composition of the public debt that countries have taken from various sources.
So, Indian debt is in terms of?
Sir, India is having lesser amount of debt, which will have to be repaid in the shorter term as compared to the longer term.
Okay, so US debt generally will be in the form of what?
Sorry,
Is it
sir.
in the form of gold or is it in the form of debt? What is US debt?
Sir, can you please repeat the
What is
question?
US debt? Is it internal debt, external debt, or how is it?
Sir, it consists of internal as well as external debt.
Mostly, is it in any other currency?
Sir, it is denominated mostly in dollars.
So US can manage its debt well because it's in dollars only. It is similar to like its internal debt, just like Indian government has provided.
Sir, it is said that US is much more in an advantageous position as compared to other countries because the debt is denominated in dollars and US can always print the dollars to repay its debt back.
So what is de-dollarization that has been going on for the past few years?
So de-dollarization refers to the shift away from the dollars in international transactions and international trade.
So Pakistan's debt to GDP ratio is less than India's debt to GDP ratio, but still it is very much unsustainable.
Sir, I think the debt is calculated in relation to GDP and the Pakistan's GDP is quite less. So the proportion of debt they have.
Obviously, the debt to GDP ratio is less than India's debt to GDP ratio.
Sir, I would have to look into that.
All the way.
All the best.
All the rest.
Thank you, sir.